Hey guys, Furum here, and I have partially lost my voice, so bear with me here. Today I will not be testing the Huayra BC in Asphalt 9 multiplayer, however Conan and GetWreckSun have given me some races in their BCs, both of which are 6-star. We will start off with some races from GetWreckSun with his completely maxed Huayra, and then we will have several races from Conan in his Huayra. So a lot of people have been asking me to do a review on this car for quite a while now. I've done one a while back, it was at 3-star, and I'm not sure if it was before or after the buff, but in any case, this is after the buff. This car is now the practical king of A-Class. I say practical because technically the Aperta is better at max. However, nobody is going to get the Aperta at max through that event. Only when packs come out much later for it, most likely will people be able to max it. So generally right now, this is the car to go for pretty much any A-Class events or whatnot. You can see at the beginning that it has very good stats overall. It can go 236 miles per hour at max with an acceleration of 80, which isn't the greatest, but it's not the worst either. The handling is pretty good, and the nitro efficiency is 86, which is just incredible. And with that, GetWreckSun has won the first race, beating two 4,000 rank Huracans, as well as an Aventador J, some VLFs, and a few other cars. Now for the second race, which is actually a pretty close battle against RPM Alejandro, who is in my club, Legions United. He is driving a nearly 3,900 rank VLF, which I think it maxes out close to. So yeah, this will be a very good test between two of the top cars of Class A. These are definitely two of the kings. I would say the Huayra is slightly better, but the VLF has a better top speed. Along with these two cars and the Aperta, the other two top A-Class cars are the 918 and the 570S, which has an even higher top speed than the VLF. It goes about 5 miles per hour faster than this Huayra, although the Huayra is still a better car overall, as it has a lot better nitro efficiency, especially than that 570S. Now, I only have this car at 1 star, so that's why I haven't made any videos about it from my own perspective. I really wish that I had started up more when packs came out for it. However, at that time, it just wasn't especially great and was not the king of A-Class, because it did get buffed after the packs initially came out, and I've never managed to get any more since then. They've just been really sparse with them. So I do hope Huayra packs do come out sometime soon, either packs of themselves or in some packs that have other cars in them. Although I really would like just Huayra packs. Around the final turn, GetWreckSun managed to pull away from RPM Alejandro, coming in first place. Now for several races by Conan. He has almost the same rank, but just a few epics missing, I believe. This car's max rank is 4274, which is definitely one of the highest in A-Class, and honestly one of the highest in the entire game. Of course, the top S-Class cars have higher ranks, because they're faster and better generally, but this one's still pretty high up there. Now, although this car definitely doesn't handle as well as something like the Corvette, for example, which is one of the best handling cars in the game, it still handles quite well overall. Now, if you only have it at very low stars, you might not see what's so amazing about it, but at higher stars, it really handles quite well, drifts quite well, and the nitro efficiency is, I think, what really makes it a great car, because it can pretty much stay in nitro the whole way on any track. It just lasts almost forever, it feels like. I do not know if it is the highest nitro efficiency in the game, but it's pretty high up there. I think the Corvettes might still last a bit longer. So perhaps you're wondering, well, how is the Aperta a better car than this one if this car is so good? Well, the Aperta has better stats in every way except for nitro efficiency, which, while it is a bit worse, is still not too bad. So that means it has better top speed, better acceleration, and better handling. Go check out Supersonic SG's YouTube channel if you would like to see some footage in a maxed Aperta, because he got it from Gameloft for a project. In this race, Conan narrowly beats that Porsche 918 Spyder and also beats those 3 Corvette Grand Sports. The Corvette Grand Sport is definitely one of the most popular cars you will see in multiplayer, simply because of its ease to drive, and it is very forgiving, so many people gravitate toward it, and because there have been packs for it that have come out recently, a lot of people have managed to star it up a lot and perhaps even max it. I did manage to 5-star my Corvette as well, so you can expect a video about that at some point. And some icing on the cake is that the Corvette is not actually that expensive to upgrade when you take into account the upgrade expenses of other more recent cars added to the game. So overall, it is just a really great car for people people who are maybe relatively new to the game. Speaking of Corvettes, there are two in this race here, along with an F12 TDF and a VLF, both of which are very good multiplayer cars as well. Now, the F12 TDF will likely be superseded by the 812 Superfast, which will end up being a lot like the F12 TDF, but with much better handling and slightly worse nitro efficiency. But that car already has extremely good nitro efficiency, so I don't think that will be a problem. And the handling was really the main issue with the normal F12 TDF, because it basically just handled like a rock, whereas everything else about it was very good. We will likely see that 812 Superfast released during the Jesco event. Here, Conan comes in first ahead of these Corvettes and those two other cars. And I would like to again remind you guys that at 24,000 subscribers, I will be uploading another Asphalt 9 music video, and the song itself is now completely finished. So be sure to tell your friends if you would like to see that music video sooner. And do not worry, my voice did not sound like this when I recorded the lyrics. Now, this race has a pretty hectic start. It is against a J50, an Aventador, a couple Corvettes, and is just generally a full room with a lot of variety. Here I usually go high over that building to the left. Conan doesn't, but thankfully he does manage to still get through here pretty quickly and not fall off into the river there. I know I've fallen off there way too many times. So a lot of people have been asking me what's up with that whole Blue Rabbit thing, because that Gameloft livestream that was supposed to be about the security event or whatever supposedly got hacked by Blue Rabbit. Now, I'm pretty sure this was all some sort of elaborate troll by Gameloft. However, the stream did get more dislikes than likes, so sort of a trade-off, I suppose. But in any case, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all a troll, and that Blue Rabbit thingy is on their Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and all that. And currently, there is an event going on in the game, or two actually, one security event and one Blue Rabbit event, and apparently whichever one has more players will get like some sort of special logo. I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but it's quite likely that there is more to come, so it probably won't be just those two events. And we did get some useful information that the Aranera Hacera is going to be coming to Asphalt 9, and I'll be interested to see if it's a lot like its Asphalt 8 counterpart, having sort of bad stats all around, or if it will actually be good. I do not really know anything about it, other than the fact that this Gameloft troll has confirmed that it's coming. The next race is on Scotland, and this one is pretty interesting because, well, there's an Aventador J at a pretty high rank, but also there is an SCG that does surprisingly well. I made a video about the SCG several months ago, which was after it was buffed, and it honestly is still not a bad car. Even though the nitro efficiency was nerfed a good bit, it's still decent, not at the level it was before, of course, but it is not as bad as something like the, say, 4GT or CN. I'd say that most people could probably still use it in multiplayer. And this Nismo, which was buffed, is also doing well, as he manages to stay in first ahead of this nearly maxed Huayra for almost halfway through the race. I do have a video up on my channel about the SCG pre-nerf and after nerf, so if you would like to see the difference there, well, you can. And I do plan to, at least sometime in the future, make more videos about cars that I previously tested before they were either buffed or nerfed, and then test them again because they are now different and a lot of people want to see how they now perform. However, I will still definitely prioritize new cars or cars that I haven't tested at all yet, like the Lotus Evora is the only one of the original cars in the game that I do not believe I've made any video about. So you can expect that at some point. And I have managed to 2-star my Aperta, which means I can make it purple, which means that yes, there will be a video about that car coming sometime soon. Here, that GTR Nismo actually comes in second place, with the Aventador SV behind him and the SCG behind that. Now for the final race in the video, in which Conan is facing 3 Huracan Evos, one of which is above 4,000 rank, 2 Corvette Grand Sports, as well as a 4.8 GTB, and a McLaren P1. Now, this here is actually one of the only places in the game where it is good to wiggle drift, so that you actually have enough nitro to shockwave before going up these ramps here. I talked about that in my How to Go Fast in Asphalt 9 updated video. If you haven't seen that yet, I would definitely recommend checking that out, because I believe it is definitely a big improvement upon the previous one, drawing from over a year's worth of experience of both me and other players. Here, Conan's car does a crazy flip into the air, slowing him down a little bit and allowing these Huracans to pass him. But never fear, this car's really good nitro efficiency and better top speed than these Huracans will definitely come into play. And as we watch the outcome of this race, I will give my general review of this car. For all practical purposes, it is the king of A-Class, so try to get your hands on it whenever you can. I hope packs come back soon. And it is pretty much good in every aspect. It seems very easy to drive. Even at 1 star, it is easy to drive and quite decent. The only really bad thing I can say about it is that its acceleration could definitely be better, but that's something that is improved upon in the Aperta whenever we can get that maxed. Thank you all for watching. Please like the video if you've enjoyed, and thank you to Direct and Ronan for these races, because I certainly could not have made this video without them. Consider subscribing for more Asphalt and Forza content, and hit that bell to see the music video right when it drops, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!